The video you're about ready to see is from Bill O'Reilly's show last night on Fox News, where he went on this huge tirade against the U.S. oil companies and the price of crude and how much we're paying at the pump. Nobody likes paying $3.50 per gallon for to fill up their gas tanks, but the reality is the oil companies aren't the one that are setting the price. It's all about the 60% of the crude that we're purchasing from foreign sources to supply America with the gas we need to get ourselves back and forth to work and wherever we're going in our vehicles. Cutting back 10% like Bill would suggest, or to get rid of our SUVs is not the answer to the problem. It's all about allowing the U.S. oil companies to drill and produce more crude in this country and not have to rely on foreign companies to supply the crude to the United States. But watch the video and you decide whether or not you want to give up your SUV. Our product.
As far as issues being far more important than this stuff, I believe we've heard from all the candidates on the issues, have we not? Let me give you one example of how dishonest the issue dodge really is. The most important problem facing the USA right now is oil prices, and none of the candidates can do a thing about them. They say they can, but that's complete bull. The oil cartel is going to charge as much as it can. The Arabs, Chavez, and the others are going to gouge the world, and we can't stop them. The American oil companies are not going to build more refineries, and the candidates can't make them. Big Oil sees the inevitable shift to alternative energy is going for the big dollars right now. The Democratic Party opposes most drilling, nuclear energy that liberal countries like France and Sweden have, and aggressive action to protect foreign oil supplies. The Republican Party pretty much lets big oil do whatever it wants and refuses to rein in corrupt speculators who drive up the price of oil. So the next time you hear a politician saying he or she will bring down oil prices, understand it's complete BS. If Americans want lower gas prices, cut back. Sell those SUVs. Ride a bike when you can. If every one of us bought 10% less gasoline, prices would fall fast. That's what the candidates should be saying. We need a strong leader who's honest, smart, courageous, and willing to explain dubious associations. That's what we need. And that's a memo. Now, here's the issue. When they say, well, let's get back to the issues, Kinky, 20 debates. I heard what these people have to say, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, on every issue. I got it. Half of it's bull. And I'm not saying this in a partisan way. Half of what McCain says is bull. All right? They're not going to bring down oil prices. They don't know what the heck to do about oil prices. All right? Only we the people can bring them down. And we the people aren't doing it. Maybe someday, maybe when it gets to $6 a gallon, we'll sell the SUV. But not now. And McCain and Clinton and Hillary can't bring them down because the Arabs and Chavez are going, blank you Americans, and the oil companies are going, I ain't going to refine. We're not going to refine it because we want to make the money because we're going to be out of business in 10 years. I'm sorry that I went off on that, but I'm so mad about this. Go ahead, Kinky.
Bill, you're right. I don't have a goat in the arena. You know that. I'm neutral on this thing, but I just want to say it all comes down to dinosaur wine, which is oil and gas at the pump. Dinosaur wine prices go to $4 or more this summer, Obama's going to be president. If they go down to 3 and change, McCain's going to be president.
I'm not so sure about that.
Dinosaur wine, stupid.
Nobody's.
By
the time I get through with this election, everybody's going to know. Everybody's going to know that none of the candidates are going to be able to do this.
No, they can't do it.
They're not. They can't bring it down. There's nothing. McCain actually has an idea that could offer some relief, Juan, by saying suspending the federal gas tax. Now, if they do that, yeah, prices will go down. But you mark my words, those greedy oil companies, they'll step right back in and they'll jam that thing right back up there.
That's right. They'll make up for your cut tax.
And they'll do it in a heartbeat.
Exactly. And he wants to do it from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and he makes this proposal realizing it's never gotten through the U.S. Senate. He can't do it by himself. No. He'd have to get the government, he'd have to get the oil guys who are now in the White House to agree to it. It's not him. It's a big dodge. It's a big distraction. It's a bait and switch.
I'm not sure about that. I think that they're so scared in Washington now that they might get it through for the first time because there's going to, look, people are really suffering. But again, we the people can influence the gas prices. All right, so Kiki, your prediction again for Pennsylvania is what?
Double digits in Pennsylvania for Hillary.
And Juan, your prediction is?
Yeah, she wins. I think she might get 10, and so Kinky might be right. But Bill, let me just ask you a quick question. You think that people should stop driving? What about people who have to drive to work? I think that's
just cut back 10%. 10%, Juan. Every American can do that, and if we all do it, then those prices have to come down, and that's the only way.
Well, I think you need to keep up your campaign and say, you know what, these oil companies are exploiting people, and it's
they don't care what I say, Juan.
Out of this world.
Juan, they don't care what I say. They just want to make money. That's all they want. So the only way we punish them, the only way we punish them is not buy their stuff and cut back. That's it. Kinky, Juan, thanks very much. Next on the rundown.